In this list we're adding the prefix trans to some root or base words to start, and then change colours with the highlighter and highlight the telly, so the prefix telly is being added to these other root words. So trans means across, beyond or through, and telly means far or distant. So you could also go through with another colour and highlight any of the other parts of the words that you may find difficult, so that you can ensure that you can spell them easily. Now, what is transmit? Transmit means to pass an electronic signal or radio or television broadcast on from one person or place to another. Transfer is to move physical or non-physical things. Transport is to move or carry physical things from one place to another. A transplant is to move a plant or a bodily organ elsewhere. Transaction is an exchange of goods or services for money. Telecast is to communicate via television. Telegraph is a system or device for transmitting messages from a distance along a wire. It's not very common today, but it was very common in the past. Television is a system for transmitting visual images with sound and displaying them electronically on a screen. Telescope is an optical instrument designed to make distant images appear nearer, that's magnified. And a telemarketer is someone who markets goods and services by telephone calls to potential customers. Don't forget, you have to read the word, break it into its syllables, cover it, and then write it 3 times. And it's a good chance to practice your running writing and make sure you get your letters on the line. First of all, go through and highlight the 2 prefixes that we've got in these words. So trans in the first set and telly in the second set of words. Then go through and highlight anything else that you can see in these words that may make the spelling easier for you. Now, if you look at transaction, we've got the shun, T-I-O-N, but when we've got television, you can hear it's a zhun sound, it's different, and we know it's S-I-O-N there. Down here you have to write the list word for the definition. So we discussed definitions yesterday. If you're finding any of these tricky, go back to the day 1 video. Here you simply have to label the pictures with the list words from above, fill in the gap with the missing list words, so we want you to be able to apply these words within a sentence. Then you have to write your own sentences down here with 2 words, 2 list words in each sentence, and we've given you those 2 list words. First of all, go through and highlight the prefix trans in each of these words and telly in each of these words, and anything else that you can see within those words to make the spelling easier. Then we want you to read the word, break it into its syllables, cover it and write it on the line. If you've made a mistake, make sure you go back and fix it up, rub it out and start again. Circle the verb in the incorrect tense and write it in the correct tense. So you've got to find the verb, see if the tense is correct or not, circle it if it's not, and write the correct tense, the correct version of the verb at the end. Change the verb to a noun and use the noun in a sentence. So you're going to change transfer to transference, and then you have to use transference in a sentence. There's 2 other examples there for you to do too. Change the list word, then use a new word in a sentence. So once you've changed the word, work out whether it's a noun, a verb, an adverb or an adjective, and use it appropriately in a sentence. Fill in the gap with the missing list word or extension. So here you may have nouns, verbs, adjectives or adverbs again, and you'll have to give each of them the appropriate ending, so just be careful. Today we're looking at noun groups. Now you know a noun could be a person, place, thing or something abstract like a thought, an idea or a feeling. So we want you to fill in the table with nouns under each of those headings. Now a noun group is a word or a number of words based upon a noun. So words placed before the noun are called pre-modifiers. These can include articles, which are an or a or the, possessive pronouns and adjectives. For example, the cats, 5 cats, black cats, these grumpy cats. So they're all pre-modifiers before the verb, before the noun cats. Place 2 pre-modifiers in front of each noun to create a noun group for school and books. Then identify the noun groups in the sentences below. There are 5 noun groups. So the snorkeler watched the small tortoise fish dart in and out of the white coral. Further along, a lazy sea turtle swam slowly towards the sandy ocean floor. Now, words placed after the noun which describe that noun are called post modifiers. This can include phrases or even clauses. So, for example, a dolphin, now you've got a comma for the next bit of information, curious and playful, swam up to the boat. So you've got a noun group which is a dolphin, and the post modifier is curious and playful. And do take note of the commas either side of that post modifier. So that'll give you a good hint down here when you're looking to highlight the noun groups here. So there are 3 noun groups. You're looking for them, you're going to highlight them. So a seahorse, who was clinging to some seaweed, watched an angelfish, its stripes flashing as it swam, approach an eel who hid between some rocks. Now we want you to try this, so we want you to write 3 sentences that include a noun group that includes both pre and post modifiers. Underline the noun groups. So we've given you an example. The shy reef shark, frightened by the noise, swam away.